We wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land we are producing on, the Whadjuk people. We wish to acknowledge and respect their continuing culture and the contribution they make to the life of this city and this region.
Hi guys, welcome to Project Sweet, Loud, Untamed Tarts, or as we know it, Project
Slut. 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 I'm a slut.
Project Slut, the show that educates and entertains all things sex in an inclusive and positive way. Let's put power back into being a slut and fight back slut shaming with your host, Lavi.
What do not disturb on?
My do not disturb is always on.
Really?
Yeah.
Do not disturb.
Yes, the one that looks like the moon.
Oh, that's cool.
Now lock your phone because then it won't. Then it'll actually activate the disturb part.
Mine's not even on.
No. What do you mean?
Can't hear myself. Ouch.
I can hear you.
Fuck. Diddy.
That's yours.
Testing. Oh. I sound good today.
Last time we'll be on for a while.
Yeah, no, it's mental. Yes, I will press record on
Do I
your
look okay?
phone. Yes, you look like Santa's little helper.
Feels like Christmas.
It looks so funny. It's so weird, like seeing you like having like your eyes covered and like you're the one that's going to be putting like something in your mouth.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
honestly, I would be terrified, but because I know you want to eat it too, like I'm not scared.
I was like skipping in the aisle today when I found it. I was like, fuck yes. Like I was more excited to eat it than actually to give it to you. So
That's like really funny because I had this like weird feeling and I know you wouldn't do this to me, but I thought like maybe you might bring me like Cleo's food.
dude, I actually thought about that. I was actually going to like bring
intuition
you
was
something
right.
like pate that like literally smelled like dog food. And I know this one, which is one that my mum always eats, and I'd always be like, this is like dog food. And she's like, no, it's actually, you can eat it. And I'm like, it smells like dog food. But anyways.
All right.
Yeah.
So go on, start this segment.
So today, Love is going to be doing the munchies instead of me, and I've had like a go free card for the last like 2 episodes, so this is nice. And not gonna lie, this food group is actually something that I eat on a reg, and it's super nice.
I feel like if you... Oh, okay. I feel like I should be able to guess it then if you eat it on the reg, right?
I don't feel like this is something that you would eat on a regular basis though, because of your culture. Well, no,
What do you think I eat on the reg? Just ask me, what do you think I eat on the reg?
I don't know, like some kind of seaweed with
Seaweed?
sugar? I don't
Sorry,
know.
seaweed with seaweed. Am I Japanese now?
No, not Japanese, but like it's very, you know, a bit of curry, bit of rice, bit of Asian inspired love food. I don't know, mate.
I'm sorry, and what cuisine did you have last night?
I had Japanese. Yeah, I made katsu chicken, mate. It was so nice.
Yeah, so much your white culture, hey?
Yeah, well, I was feeling adventurous. And
All right.
Yes. All right, let me just open this now. So
Okay, I'm
I
excited.
put it in a McCafe bag because on the way here I got...
Oh, that tricked me. I thought it was from McDonald's. I got hell
Nah.
excited.
Nah, I was like the cover up because I got 2 hot cross buns with the coffee on the way here.
Oh, delicious.
Because I was... This sounds so cool. What's that thing called where people eat?
ASMR.
Yeah.
It's like the food one. Do you want me to do it? I can do it a little bit today if you like.
I'm going to give myself 2 for like a little snack, you know? All right. So, here we go. All right. Open your mouth.
No, give it to me. I want to like, I
Okay.
want to suss it if I can give it. I want to suss it first. Okay.
You hold it. You got it.
Okay.
Got this.
What the hell is that smell?
It's so good. It's like
I'm so confused.
soul food.
The smell is confusing me.
I know, which is why it's such a great thing.
Oh my god, it's cold.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Just watching you
This
like put it up
feels-
to your mouth, I'm like, I want to eat it now. Just eat it.
This feels weird.
Oh my god, this is actually such... I'm so proud of myself for giving you this.
Okay. What? How How is this?
Have you never had that before?
No, hold on.
Wait, come on. Surely.
I don't know what it is. I know what it is. It's the thing with the leaves around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this a bit... What is it called?
So, if I pronounce it correctly, it's called a dolmades.
Dolmadas?
Yeah, dolmadas, yeah. Yeah. How nice are they?
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
It confused me because I was like, it smells savoury. But then I had this like strong smell of mint.
So good. I'm going to have one now too.
It's not bad.
I could eat these for snacks. Oh. Just the oil and like the rice. And like
Where'd you get it from?
Aldi. Sponsor me.
No, if we were doing ASMR, I'd be like this, ready?
My brain is so stimulated right now.
Good choice.
Thanks.
I feel like the benefit of doing it closed is that even if it's like good food, it's just so scary.
Yeah.
Wow, this is what have you been experiencing all season?
Pretty much. Like a lot of worry and not sure, but it's still like exciting because I don't know what it is. And like you eat with your eyes. So when your vision's taken away, you're like, this is something else, but like you know what it is, but you're not sure.
Yeah. And because on camera during season 3, I feel like it's going to be a lot funnier when people actually get to see us eat the foods.
I mean, I am well like known for my like, you know, extravagant facial expressions. So I think that's going to be very fun.
Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so today is sadly our last episode of season 2.
It's mental.
It feels like it went longer because the first season we put out episodes weekly, and that was just too hectic.
Yeah, it was a lot.
There was a lot of work. And not many people would know that it actually takes a lot of work to run this podcast. Just the simplest things of getting together to be able to like, you know, record and edit and publish. It takes a lot of work. So we did it fortnightly for season 2, and so that's why it's felt like it's gone for ages. So when I looked back at our post, I was like, oh wait, we went to Pride this season. I like completely forgot that feels like it was ages ago.
Yeah, I totally forgot that we went to Pride.
Yeah, and we went to Bali, and we went to like hedonism and threesomes. It was a lot of fun.
So many things.
Yeah, a lot of things we did this season. Okay, so we're going to go through just quickly the episodes that we did because we're going to forget. So the first one we did was Perth Sex Parties with Harry Hedonism. Fun episode. We did that before we went to the Barbie Hedo.
We did, yeah. Jesus, I totally forgot about that. Legit.
That was like a good episode. And shout out to Harry because that was the most popular episode of the season. Like we peaked at episode 1. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
So clearly people like us talking about the sex parties in Perth, which I feel like it's because like people just don't know they exist.
It's very like underground, like, oh, there's a sex party in Perth.
Yeah. Our second episode was Jerry, Help My Girlfriend's a Hooker, with our friends Mateo and Nikki. That was a good episode because I feel like a lot of guys have skewed opinions of what it's like dating sex workers.
I mean, I definitely learned like a lot from them, just like understanding like how they both feel about it and like how they make it work, and you know, just like any normal relationship would, you know, with extra things to consider. And
so after that one, we had our first dates episode, which was actually really funny because you admitted to having run out on dates because you'd been catfished.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's something that happens to a lot of people, and unfortunately I've had my fair share in my life, and just gets to that point where you just leave. Like you just have no remorse anymore. You're like, this has happened so many times, I'm just gonna leave. And I know it sounds really bad, but you're just like, it is what it is. Like, and I don't know if they cried when they got home or
if they have PTSD and talk about this to their therapist
like maybe
every week.
I'm the reason why they don't want to go on Tinder dates anymore.
You know, there's probably a lot of boys you've burned.
Yeah, look, I'd be lying if I said I was an angel. Like, we've all done shit we're not proud of, so.
Amen to that. So after that, we had Man Homovember, Steroid Sex Solutions to Men's Mental Health, which was a really nice episode. We had Mateo back on for that. And we also had our... Pool boy, woohoo! And I feel like I was so discluded from that conversation because, like, they were just talking about, like, yeah, steroids, yeah, Viagra, boners. And I'm just like, cool. Well, we still have to try the female Viagra as well. We didn't get to do that, but we will try it.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, pool boy.
Like, I thought it was really cool, like, hearing about the different types of, you know, like, you might say stimulants out there and, you know, like, enhancement stuff, all the things. But, yeah. It was a good one.
And then we went to Pride.
That was hectic.
That was a lot of fun. So we did the episode Queer Splaining. We did Pride Parade, Bisexuality, and in an interview with an ex-homophobe. So who knew Pool Boy was a homophobe before? Like, that was interesting.
Yeah, like, I was a little bit taken back, but, you know, I guess when you pull back the layers of someone.
And, like, now that someone's changed, just because, like, you actually get to know people. And you can just change the minds.
It's really good.
And then we had... Consent is Sexy, and we took our mics to Hedonism.
Yeah, that was a really cool episode.
I think we should do that again.
Yeah. You were like running around being like, hi, let's have a chat. Hi. And they're like, what? And you're like...
Just sticking my mic in everyone's faces.
Yeah.
I asked consent, don't worry.
Sticking things in people's faces.
Speaking of sticking thing in people's faces, we had our public sex episode after that. That was fun.
That was pretty fun.
We do like public sex. I mean, we had Candace's story, and I love that, which I will play because I feel like that was the spiciest horror story of the season.
Let's take a short break. It's that time again. Horror stories direct from your local working girls.
Like, you want like a raunchy story.
Go for it.
Yeah, spicier the better.
I guess I was feeling myself so much in my transition that I was still in Esperance. It was summer and I just started transitioning, and this guy messaged me, and I looked a mess. I look like a country bumpkin, like bush pig mess. And I still had expensive wigs though, because I did drag, so still in like $1,000 wigs, so that was okay. But I'm bad at doing my hair, so it was like ratchet as fuck. But anyways, so I met up with him and his friends there. You know, that's always what guys just do, like bring their friends. Like, everyone wants to have group sex. I mean, everyone does, but anyways, he was just like, oh, my friend's here, is that okay? I was like, yeah, I guess. Like, we went to the middle of nowhere, and I guess long story short, I got put on the spit. And
Nice.
I mean, like, if two guys are taking me out to the middle of nowhere in the country, I think I'm getting murdered, so...
Yeah, I think I watched, like, Wolf Creek the night before as well, so I was, like, really on edge. And then I had some poppers, and it was all good.
Okay, shit. All right, we'll keep going. Let's go.
Yeah, and then they were just like, oh, we have more friends at, like, this campsite. And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, these guys were actually pretty hot, so it was chill with it. We went to the campsite, and there was another two guys I was interested in, but another two that, you know, I didn't care, but they weren't as hot as the other two. Yeah, I guess I got put on the spit again, but in the tent this time. So, yeah, and then after that, those other two guys wanted to join in, and I wasn't really into them, so I probably like sucked their dick for like less than 10 seconds. And then I went with the other two that I met just then to the campsite again. The other campsite.
Oh.
In the middle of nowhere, yeah.
Damn.
Sounds really exciting.
Is that raunchy enough? I don't know.
And then we had your birthday at, woohoo, Bali Babes, Beaches, Birthdays, Bad Boys, and Bintang.
Yeah, that week in Bali was super fun because, you know, we were in a different country, and it just seems like all these crazy, wild things only happen to us. You know, when we planned to have like a nice, you know, birthday week, and then it was like getting chased by the police, and then, you know, it was saying that we fucking hate fins. And then it was just like, you know, I like slept with Valium and I had a great sleep. So it's just all the things.
Yeah, what else did we do? Oh, yeah, I mean, we did shrooms. That was like fun. That's yeah,
scuba diving with the turtles.
that was good. And then we had last week's episode, which was the Kink series part 3. I named this really clickbaity. I don't know if you noticed. I left my girlfriend tied to a tree in the forest.
I liked
Shibari.
it though.
Thank you.
Like that jumped out at me because I still want to be tied like to a tree in a forest and just left there. And then
Yeah.
just devoured.
You know, we've had a really good season, and one of the reasons why you know, we do this, like we say, is like it's to reappropriate the word slut and to fight back against slut shaming. And the more we talk about sex and normalize it for women, the less targeted women would become. Because I feel like what even is a slut?
Yeah, it's just literally someone like enjoying like the things in life, having fun and doing them.
Exactly. And like that could be whether you want to enjoy doing these things in life with one person, 10 people, 100 people, if you want to enjoy doing it for work, or if you want to enjoy, you know, even I feel like, you know what, you could be a vanilla ass bitch and claim you're a slut. I feel like it's just enjoying your own sexuality and claiming it.
Yeah, you know, life is to be enjoyed.
Exactly. You know, we talked about it briefly this morning, and I just want to bring it up again because I want to hold us accountable. Is that I really like the segment idea, Money Makes Me Come. And getting an actual, not just horror stories, but like an actual insight to like the mind of an escort, because I feel like it's very different to what you see on the media. Like if I had never met an escort before, which I've met plenty, I would just think they're like sex trafficking victims. Like that's all you see. And I mean, I do watch a lot of Law and Order. Like I was watching it this morning when you came into my house.
Yeah, and I heard that dinner. I was like, oh my lord.
But like that's what they make escorts out to be. And so, or like they're like these damaged people that are like trying to save themselves. But it's like, no, these are like bad bitches like balling in money that I'm so jealous about.
There's nothing worse than like when someone says, oh, you know, like I know like a friend who does escorting and she told me that like, you know, she can't get a job anywhere else and this is the best she can do. And so like she hauls herself out. I was like, no, like she probably can do other work, but she chooses to do this for her own reasons.
Yeah.
Like it's not just, oh, I can't find another job. Like
people are quick to diminish sex work. And so I think, is that a murderer?
sounds like someone's trying to come in through your ceiling. Santa Claus is here to get his hat.
Yeah, so yeah, I definitely want to do the segment Money Makes Me Come next season.
Yeah, okay.
Speaking of next season, we're going to do a lot more topics. We've got a lot more on the educational side. We'll be bringing in some people to talk about like HPV and STIs because they're still very important. People still need to be educated about that.
Yep.
And only recently, and I'm not going to tell you who, a member of the Project Slut family admitted to have never, ever gotten an STI check.
What? Like, do we know this person?
Yeah, they're part of the fam. We're gonna save it for season 3.
Oh, mate.
But I feel like we should take our podcasting equipment and take this person for their first STI check.
I think that'd be a great idea.
I feel like that's a great idea because I feel like the reasons why this person said that they haven't gotten checked is a very, very, very common reason. Not a good reason, but a very common reason. So we'll explore that in season 3. We'll do another kink series because we did not do enough kinky stuff this season.
No, we did not.
No, we did not. That's quite. I'll take the blame on that one. I'll take the blame, full blame.
I'm all about the kink.
We're all about the kink. So we're going to do some more kinky stuff. And if you've got kinks and fetishes that you want to hear us talk about, let us know. Like we only talk about the things that you guys want to talk about. Like for example, we had an episode planned out and we had a guest interviewed for it. But because so many people wanted the public sex episode, we decided to do that one instead. So if there's like topics out there that people want to like listen to us talk about, or you know, if you know about it and you want to be on our podcast, like just hit us up. We're pretty friendly. We don't say no most of the time.
Yeah, we're two of the most like, we do not judge at all. Like we are very judge free like environment. We support all the things, so nothing is too much.
Speaking of supporting the things, which I didn't get to tell you because you were lame and left my birthday party early.
Sorry.
But while we were at Henry Summers and we're all sitting down, this girl came up to me and she was just like, is your name Lavi? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh my God, I listened to your podcast.
Yay.
And she's like, you look stunning. And obviously I did look stunning. I was wearing a very sparkly dress. And she was just like, you look so good. I'm like, yeah, it's my birthday. And like, this is like, everyone like pointed to everyone because everyone was wearing white and everyone was sitting at the same table. So we look like the KKK.
No, she's not. Oh, that would have been so cool.
Honestly, my ego after that was just like
Through the roof.
I was
You were
like,
just
no one touched me. No one even touched me. I even like at another venue.
oh my God.
Because of my ego, I'm not going to say which venue. I just smoked my joint. I had a smoke. I didn't even care. I was like, no one can touch me now.
Someone's got shit on me.
Even my friend, he was like, are you actually doing that? He's like, I've never done that before. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. What are they going to do? Take it off me? Already smoked it.
So bougie.
I know. Anyways, that was a really nice night. But like we said, any topics, we're super friendly. Always come up to us. Always approach us. We've had to stop our OnlyFans because we got done for like, they think we're just not the real people. Like we keep getting banned. Delve deeper into the next season, but keep your eyes out because people did really like our exclusive content. Just like posting the videos that we did earlier. That was really fun.
I feel like we need to do more events.
Yeah.
Like we need to do more social
we need
events.
to get out. We need to be amongst the people.
Like we need to be more in the public eye.
Yeah.
Like I thought when we were like at Hedonism and you were like, you know, like recording people while I was having a fat time, as I do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think we need to do more of those things and get people involved from the public and actually interview people like on the street and really go like live with it.
Yeah, definitely going to have to go ham with that. I mean, yeah, doing hedonism, threesomes, and even Pride was like so much fun getting out there and amongst the peeps.
Yeah,
amongst
it was super fun.
So going back onto the season, we chatted about it a little bit earlier, but what was your favourite episode, specifically what bit?
I think it was definitely my birthday. Like, you know, going to Savaya, like for my actual birthday, instead of going to Finn's where we like originally planned, but then it wasn't exactly how we thought it was going to be. And then we end up driving like an hour and 30 minutes out of where we were. And which I was kind of like, oh, the drive, I hate sitting in a car for like that long, like I'll go nuts. But then I just felt like I was like on another planet. Like I felt so good that day. And I think the other one would definitely be the public sex episode.
Yeah.
Because I got to share and tell people how much of a little whore that I am.
You know what's really funny, speaking of that day of your birthday, is that the ride home was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like we went ham with the music. That poor driver had to deal with us like fully getting out of our seats, like dancing in the back of that car.
Yeah, I know.
It's because like we just did not want to leave Savaya and we just had so much fun that we just wanted to keep the bus.
Yeah,
going.
I would have stayed until they kicked us out.
Yeah.
Like
we should
like,
have actually.
no alcohol or anything.
Yeah.
I just was like happy being in that space.
Knowing Alinta just went straight to sleep, we just should have just stayed there.
Like left a key, like let yourself in, we'll be there at like the next morning, like 7 a.m. They're just sleeping on the day beds and they're trying to get us out.
Yeah, I think my favourite episode was definitely the public sex. That was a lot of fun to record. Very open with our lives on that one. But Consent is Sexy was definitely my favourite episode because of all the different people's opinions on what consent is. I really liked that, and I'm going to chuck that in at the end of this episode so people can just have a recap of that bit.
How's your night going?
Oh, yeah, so far so good. You know, no excuses, play like a champ.
A half-ass continuing this while you smoke a cigar?
A pipe with bubbles coming out of it.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so what does consent mean to you?
Okay, there is a very lengthy explanation with examples on our website. Link in the bio.
Yes, link in the bio.
Link in the bio.
And how important is consent?
Consent is like important in all parts of life. It makes everything wonderful. But also like be cool. Like if you're walking through the dance floor and like you bump into someone, like, you know, there's intention is important. Like intention is important. Yeah, like intention.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Yeah.
I'm getting cancelled.
Tell me that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, B1, and we'll go with B2. All right, so B1, how many hedonisms have you been to?
The first one.
Are you serious? Oh,
first one.
man. Are you excited?
Sort of nervous.
What makes you nervous?
Never been to one, so I don't know what to expect.
My best advice, and I tell this to everybody, is have zero expectations.
Yeah, I don't have any expectations.
But I've met the best friends here. This is like playgroup for me. I'm in like fucking daycare here.
I think about 6.
And why do you keep coming back?
Because they're fun and they're like carefree and everyone's so caring and like kind and accepting that I just keep coming back.
This would be my second.
And how are you finding them?
Nerve-wracking at first, but I ease into it pretty quickly.
I'm starting to lose count now. This might be the 6th or the 7th.
Ooh, seasoned veteran.
This is the second time.
Oh, and you finding it good?
Yes.
Okay, so I've been attending hedonism for about 3 years. I've been to most of the events, but not every single one. But for the last 3 years, majority of the hedonism events, I've either worked as a hostess or attended.
What brings you back?
Well, the people, obviously. Like, it's a great crowd. And, you know, the play's quite fun too.
It's about being around like-minded people. Like, enjoy that crowd, having that openness. That's been the best thing I think we've enjoyed.
A situation where you're able to like express yourself, and it makes me a better person because I'm able to like be my true authentic person.
There's an aspect of freedom. You can be whatever you want and whoever you want to be, and everyone's very genuine.
There's no judgment.
There's no judgment.
No judgment at all.
I like going to hedonism because it allows me to be free from my general life and have a shit load of fun.
Fuck yeah.
Only just got into the scene. We found out through Red Hot Pie about hedonism, and it was just a great way to kind of get out there, meet people, like-minded people in more of a party atmosphere rather than going on one-on-one dates.
And what's it like working as a hostess?
I love it. My first ever hedo, I worked as a hostess. I had no idea what to expect, but I had the best time ever.
I think everyone puts in a really good effort. Like, when everyone comes, they bring a lot of energy. They bring a lot of good energy as well, so everyone is really mindful about consent and getting to know one another and, like, looking out for everyone else. And the outfits are amazing.
Yeah,
no one does anything by halves here. The Halloween one was spectacular.
We're talking about today is mostly consent. So what does consent mean to you guys?
I think mutual understanding.
Like a confirmation of mutual understanding. Like everybody needs to be on the same page and there can be no mistake.
Topic, we're talking all about consent and consent at sex parties and stuff. So what's your kind of definition on consent?
So obviously being new to the scene and everything like that, both my husband and I were really big on consent. So when we're going to a party or whatnot, like if we allude that we want to play or whatnot, consent has to be given, like whether it's one-on-one, three-way, four-way, whatever. It's like, can I kiss you? Can I touch you? Like, it's massive. You have to do it.
Consent mean to you?
Consent means, like, something for me is that the worst fear for me is for a chick to feel uncomfortable because I'm quite a big dude. Like, I'm quite tall, a little bit intimidating if you look at me. So for me, the worst thing could be a girl feeling uncomfortable. So she has to be extremely enthusiastically, completely into it for me to even make the first move. Like, there needs to be zero doubt. She basically needs to be down my throat before I think she's keen.
How would you sum up consent if you had to give like a description?
Consent's been interesting with this whole thing. I'm almost over the top, so being very mindful of making sure, asking questions all the time. Yeah. Do you mind if I do this? Do you mind if I do that? And making sure you do get that answer back before going on with anything. It's a lot more mindful in this sort of scene than it is in everyday public.
What does consent mean to you?
Consent, as a security guard at the Odd Hedo, consent means that for me is protection. So I have to protect people from and enforce consent.
I think consent is everything. I think it shows that you show respect for the people around you and you shows you respect yourself as well.
So what is your definition of consent?
There needs to be a clear yes, I want that.
Your definition of consent?
Consent is enthusiastic yes in the absence of a no.
Wow, I keep hearing the word enthusiastic as well today.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be enthusiastic because anyone can just lay back and be like, yeah, I want it, but do you actually want it?
You love that, I love that.
I guess it's just an explicit yes that someone is definitely into whatever situation or whatever thing's going on. An enthusiastic yes and making sure everyone's happy.
Consent means just like someone accepting no for an answer and also asking, hey, is it okay if I touch your bum? before I touch your bum.
Yeah, like not grope your butt while they're touching.
No, yeah, no. And you know what? Everyone gets like scared about coming to hedonism because it's like a sex party, but you get more sexual harassment going to a normal club than you do going to hedonism.
Like, it's like, this is not rapture, right?
Yeah.
Enthusiastic, yes.
Enthusiastic? So what if I was like, yeah, alright.
Yeah, it wouldn't really excite me.
It has to be like a fuck yes, B2.
Has to be a fuck yes.
But yeah, those were my favorite episodes. I really enjoy talking about like the different topics. I feel like there's just not enough time. Like, how are we already at season 2 ending already?
Yeah.
And I feel like we haven't even talked about the topics that we've like talked about talking about, you know?
Still so much to talk about and
Still
discuss.
so much to talk about, which will come in later on in season 3. Yeah.
Keep your eyes out, kiddies.
Yeah.
Season 3.
That's all for now, everyone. Goodbye.
It's been wonderful.
You know the big blue bear house? The bear in the big blue house?
That was so random.
Yeah.
Go on.
I feel like I should put that ending in, you know? Do you know the ending?
I don't remember the ending. I know like the big bear.
Yeah, I want to show you the ending right now because I feel like it will just be so good to wrap this up. I can't believe you don't remember it. This is like my childhood.
Luna, do you have time to sing a goodbye song before you go? Nice bear. Hey, this was really fun. We hope you liked it too. Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through.
Such a good goodbye song.
I like it. Goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I said,
Are you the moon or the bear?
that's okay.
Oh, I'm definitely the moon.
I'll be the bear.
See you
Look
very
at that face.
soon, I know. Very soon, I know.
Oh, now I remember the ending.
Goodbye, good friends, goodbye. And tomorrow, just like today, the moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. Come and
Yep, come and play later.
Come and play.
Bye now.
Bye, guys.